Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel Insights with Mugabe Alspi. As you can see today, I am not alone. I am joined by my Emuti Ofi Rambani. Yeah, I actually forgot that part. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you going?
I'm good. So guys, Tiopi is the woman behind all this that you see here. So today I called her because I feel so inspired by you. I'm like, oh my gosh, at such a young age you start your own dishwashing liquid. That's amazing. So first of all, I want to know about your childhood, where you grew up, and as when you were growing up, did you ever see any signs of entrepreneurship, stuff like that? Introduce me to you.
Okay, so I am Emuti Ofi Rambani. I grew up in Harambere, which is 30 minutes outside of town in Trihat. I grew up with my grandmother, who was an entrepreneur herself, so I think that's where I got bit by the entrepreneurship bug. Yeah, she sold a few things in the house, but she wasn't doing it because she wanted to do it. She was disabled, so she couldn't do any other work. And the only way to put my mother and her siblings through school was to sell things. So she sold, she makes traditional beer. She sells masimba, you know, like these little things, and
those ghetto chips.
So she does all that, and that's where I learned that entrepreneurship is the thing. Yeah, so when I grew up, my mom says I was a very inquisitive child. I had so many whys. I was always asking, why is this happening the way it's happening? Why is this? Why is that? So I think that's one thing that my mom could see, that there's something so different about it. I like doing extraordinary things.
Alright, that's awesome. So she also has started digital marketing. So first of all, it was digital marketing, then the dishwashing liquid. So tell me about digital marketing. How did that start about?
Okay, so when I was in matric, I wanted to do journalism, and somewhere it changed, because you know, smart kids are always advised to do engineering or whatever. So I then applied for engineering, and then I failed my science, so I couldn't do engineering anymore. So when I was thinking of what actually do I want to do, I rolled back to journalism, and I remember my mentor at that time telling me that maybe you should go and see what journalists do, then you can actually know that do I really want to do this. And then I went and did a few internships with big media houses, and while I was in shadowing with journalists, I actually realized that I was more drawn to the digital side of things. So if there's a story being written, I wouldn't want to go and see the print, I want to see the digital side of things. So I was like, okay, so there's this digital thing that's happening, what's that? And then when I researched, I stumbled upon digital marketing, and then I started doing more research, and
that's how you started.
That's how I started digital marketing. I remember when I was job shadowing at Bonner Magazine, they actually just gave me their online platform. Okay, you can write for us. You know,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, so there's social media, there's getting so many views, there's doing this, there's doing that, and then I started my digital marketing agency, and I was servicing one customer, and I was just like making mistakes and learning, and then a year later I had a few clients, and that's how it.
Alright, so you mentioned a mentor. Many of us don't realize that actually having a mentor makes a difference. What is the importance of having a mentor?
I think if you're starting out in anything, it could be going to varsity for the first time, it could be starting your YouTube channel. It's better to have someone who's mentoring you in whatever field you're working in. Yes, that you can always, we make mistakes at the beginning. So if you have someone to bounce your ideas to and tell them when you're making mistakes, then I think that just helps. It makes a whole difference. You feel like you've got someone who's been doing what you're doing, they've been doing it for longer, and they're there to correct your mistakes. So it's very important.
Okay, so digital marketing, now we are on to dishwashing. That's two very different things.
Yes.
How did you move from digital marketing to dishwashing liquid?
Okay, so in 2017, so I started my digital marketing agency in 2015, 2016, and then in 2017 I was selected into the Ambition Prize, which is an award prize for young entrepreneurs. And then after the orientation week at Anzisha and the gala, there's a lot of media attention around me, and that got me a lot of clients. So I got like big clients, like clients that I never thought I would be working with. And I just had so many clients, and so many people were like, okay, here's my work, this is what I would like you to do for me, and the work got overwhelming, and I had too much to do. So that's where the mistakes began. So I couldn't service so many clients, and I remember at some point I couldn't do, the work was so much that I employed one person to come and work with me in the office, and I moved to Joburg so he could, but everything just started falling apart. I started losing clients because they were not satisfied with the service, and so one day I was just sitting and I was like, I'm gonna be broke any minute now, and I don't want to get a job because that's not me.
Yeah.
So where's the next one then gonna come from? So I remember having a conversation with my mom and I was like, I don't know, I want to start a business. Maybe have a product, you know. I don't know what to do. And I was like, no, you can sell dishwashing liquid and pine gel. You know how all this.
Yeah.
So she was actually thinking I'll go and stock out like dishwashing liquid and get it back and go and sell around.
Yeah.
So when she mentioned that, I was like, okay, I can actually start a brand, like a cleaning products brand. And then I went on Google and found out how, you know, I did a lot of research, got chemicals and tried mixing this and that and seeing what works, and my hands were peeling off because some things were
working with chemicals.
And then but then eventually we got a formula that worked for the dishwashing liquid, and we're like, this is what we're gonna roll with.
So not only did you come up with your own brand, but you mixed it yourself.
Well, with the help of my first business partner.
Okay, that's awesome. And you've got a factory now?
Yes.
How many people have you employed so far?
We're a team of 3, so it's only 2 people.
Alright. So what's your target? What are you looking
I would,
to?
in the next year, if I can employ 10 people.
10 people, that's a lot.
And add more products, onto the range. And I think having more products will add, because for example, if you have got like 3 different mixers, mixing different stuff, that's when you have more people working, like in the factory. So so I think if I add at least 2 more products into the line, expand the product line, and that will result in jobs created.
Yeah. So I like that, job creation. So, but also what I wanted to ask you is, what was your vision and your mission while starting this spotless dishwashing liquid?
To be quite honest, when I started, it was just I wanted to be able to eat.
Put food on the table.
Put food on the table. But then obviously when you're in an industry, when you start doing research, you're seeing your competitors, you actually come up and realize that, okay, there's actually something bigger than just getting food. And then when I looked at when I was trying to position myself in terms of the pricing, in competition, like in comparison to all the other products on the shelves, I realized that there was very expensive products, which we know who that is. But there's the great quality products, and there's the very cheap products, which are literally like water and you never buy. So there was nothing in between. And then that's where I was like, okay, maybe if we put something that is affordable and of great quality, then that's what will set us different from everyone else who is selling what we're selling. So we just want to make sure that even the poor people are able to afford great quality cleaning products.
Yeah, that's so important. So, but then the thing is that you're in a male-dominated industry. What are some of the challenges that you faced so far?
I wouldn't say I've faced any challenges in manufacturing in terms of like the male dominance, but in my digital marketing company, I had a lot of problems with men. Generally, you go and pitch them and they say, I can help your business like this. They're like, no, you need a male business partner.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's hectic. But with now in manufacturing, I haven't had that problem. I think mainly because the people who are mentoring me in the industry are men, and my 2 business partners are men. So and the one business partner is actually quite experienced in the industry. So I respect him not because he's a man, but because he's been in the field for so long. And he also respects me because he knows that I've done my own things. And so I haven't had like problems within within the manufacturing industry. And also my mentor, like my biggest mentor, like she owns Afro Botanics. She's a woman and she's running a multi-million manufacturing company. So I don't think I would feel intimidated by maybe being in a male space, because I know there's winners like Pusha M. She's doing quite big things. So I've got those people to look up to and to
Alright, who inspires you?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, why?
She works very hard. My grandmother works very hard. I mean, when we grew up, she was living in like a mud house, and then now she's built herself a big house herself. Like at a big age. And she works very hard and she loves us so much. I know there's nothing she wouldn't do for us. And
Well, that's amazing. So, like, what motivates you on a daily basis? What when you wake up and you feel discouraged? Because I know that in life there are times when we wake up and we feel discouraged. You're not gonna be on a high every single day. But what's that one thing that keeps you going? God.
I think I've traveled through times in my life where I felt like I had to work so hard to get things, and then until I just let God do everything. You know, when you trust God, you do so little. So I think I made a point in my life right now where I work to a certain extent, and then when it gets to a point where I can't move things, I say, God, please take over. So my God is like my refugee, like he's like my, he's my everything. I believe in God, and I believe that everything that happens in my life is because of God. God has placed things in my life, and things work out the way they're supposed to work out because God has placed them like that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing. I like the fact that you mentioned that we ought to have a higher power that we look up to, not just to look up to ourselves and our own power. So also what I wanted to know is that what else would you want to do besides dishwashing liquid? Do you have any other plans to expand this to something greater?
Yeah, okay, we currently have other products, formulas for other products, like the fabric detergent and fabric softener, which we're hoping to launch next year before June. But something that is like deeper than dishwashing liquid or cleaning products, I would like to start like a network of women, you know.
Yeah.
I think we always talk about how women should support each other, but but we don't actually get to doing it. So I think if I can get to a point where I've got enough influence, enough money to actually get young girls from rural areas and teach them about entrepreneurship. And
that's great.
That there is something bigger than just getting a degree and getting a job.
Exactly, because we're told that go to school, get a job, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's secure. So I just wanna so entrepreneurship is also a valid career path.
Because I was watching the news yesterday and I just realized that the unemployment in South Africa has shot up to 29%. So that's a lot. It's the highest. So you mentioned that you want to work with young women and teach them about entrepreneurship. What are some of the characteristics that you think an entrepreneur should have?
I think an entrepreneur should be a person of integrity, because it's very easy to just have like one goal, which is money, and not care about everyone who you interact with in the journey. I've made like a lot of mistakes that question my integrity like recently, and I think what I've learned when I came out of those is that when you're in business, everything will work in your favor when you're a person of integrity. If you're respecting everyone around you and you're running a business honestly, I think that's very important. And hard work just goes without saying. You can't run your own business and try and build a brand without waking up at 5 a.m. and going to bed at 10. You know, those are the telling qualities. You have to be very hardworking and resilient. Things don't work out sometimes. You know, you mix 50 liters and you put too much dye and you're going to waste that. Maybe you're using your last money. So I think it's very important that a person must be resilient and must be willing to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes.
So I like that you mentioned resilience, because I see a lot of resilience in her for the fact that the digital marketing thing was going the other way and then she's like, no, I'm gonna come up with something else. So I see a lot of resilience in you, so she's not just saying it, guys, she's doing it. Okay, so I also want to know your slogan. It says keeping South African homes clean. Is this dishwashing liquid gonna end in South Africa, or are we gonna go across the borders of this country?
Well, I haven't looked into the other markets, but why the slogan is keeping South African homes spotlessly clean is because I'm sure you've been to a home where they can't afford dishwashing liquid and they end up using washing powder maybe to wash the plates. I'm sure that has happened in your house maybe sometime.
Or the green bar for everything.
For everything, So I think keeping South African homes spotlessly clean is just a thing of hygiene. Some people can't afford hygiene, like you're just keeping your kitchen clean and making sure it's germ free. And this is the product that is there to make sure that your plates are clean, your kitchen counters are clean, and you've got a good price. And obviously we are gonna go into the continent and hopefully go everywhere else. When we have the capacity to produce for those big markets, we will definitely do that.
Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna go across borders. Hey, watch this space. So I saw you in Ghana. Was it Ghana?
Yeah.
What was happening there? I was so interested because I had FOMO. You know, I was watching every single snap. Tell us about that.
So I'm an Anzisha fellow, and then the Anzisha Prize is a product of the Mastercard Foundation and the African Leadership Academy. So there's a bigger circle that includes everything, which is the African Leadership Network. So there's an annual gathering where people who are in the African Leadership Network meet somewhere in the country. I think last year it happened in Mauritius, and this year it was in Ghana. So that was what was happening. So there's a lot of talking about plans for Africa, how we're going to change the leadership scope in the continent. There's a lot of business people doing amazing things, people helping young people. So it's just this conference with amazing people. You meet amazing people. You get to sit in and listen to amazing people speak, and so that's what was happening. I was on a holiday.
All right, that sounds like a lot of empowerment.
Yeah.
But I like what you mentioned, like changing Africa and the leadership in Africa. So you as TOP, as my, what difference do you want to make in South Africa, in the continent, and in the world?
That's a very difficult question. The difference I'd like to make in South Africa is just to give the little girls from impoverished backgrounds hope. And I want someone to look at me and think it's possible. A lot of people don't know this about me because I don't talk about it a lot, but I came from a very tough background. I was raised by a single mom, unemployed, dependent on social grant. It was very tough. Sometimes we'd go to bed without food. But I don't like going back to that all the time because I've moved away from that, and I'm building myself now, regardless of whatever situations that I grew up in. But I just want young girls who grew up the same way that I did to look at me and feel they can do it. Because it's very difficult when you wake up and there's nothing to eat, and you're going to school without shoes, for you to believe that you can become anything, you can amount to anything at all. So I want those young girls and boys going to school without a jacket in winter to think they can still be anything they want to be. It doesn't matter where you come from, it's where you want to go that matters.
Okay, now this is very interesting because what I know is that usually many people that are from impoverished backgrounds, they don't have the mindset that you have. You know, they just always think that I'll never come out of this, this will be my life forever. What got you out of that state? What motivated you to think that I can actually come out of this?
Yeah, I think I was very fortunate. I think brains are like an accident of nature, but I was very smart in class when I was in primary school, so I got a scholarship that took me to Ridgeway College.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I think just being in that Ridgeway space changed everything about me.
Alright. So I think that if you're in a impoverished background or in a community whereby you don't really have a lot of means, going out there and seeing different things could really help.
Changes everything.
Yeah, changes your perspective and how you look at life and your view at everything, you know. So what I want to know from you is, if there's someone out there who wants to be an entrepreneur, doesn't know how to start, doesn't know what to do, what is your advice to them?
Well, I think it's very important to start now. We usually wait for people to say, here's 100 rand, start your first business, this is what you need. Just start now.
Yeah.
Get onto the internet and Google whatever you need to Google in order to start your business. Sell your guitar, sell whatever that you have that needs to be sold, and start your business. And I mean, the biggest thing is starting. You just need to start. Once you start, you know, like, you have goals now. You can say that, okay, I've started now. In 2 months' time, I want to start making 300 rands. So the important thing is to start, and now, today. Yeah.
So yeah, last question. What has been your greatest achievement?
I think seeing my products on the shelves.
Yeah. That's amazing.
You know, when you walk into a store that you usually walk into to buy things, and you see a product that you actually pour
made
into the bottle, and that has like been one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah.
And like I just want to get onto more shelves and big shops and everything. So yeah, that's
amazing, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so motivated, inspired. I'm so happy that I got to speak to TOP today, and I hope my brains will also start working, guys. I don't want to be employed all my life. I need to also start something. So I hope that I'll be able to start too, and I'm so grateful for your time.
Thank you for having me on your channel.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you came, guys. We've been trying to do this for months.
For the longest time.
Yeah, so finally it happened. So I'm so grateful and I'm happy. And I just want to say, lovelies, I hope you were inspired by TOP, and I hope that you guys will subscribe, like, comment, and what is your Instagram handle?
@TOP Lambani.
Twitter?
@TOP Lambani.
Okay, everything @TOP Lambani. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and her gift is on the way. Her gift is on the way.
I am waiting.
You guys will have it on camera when I give it to her. You know it's a tradition, it needs to happen. And anyways, guys, if you spot this in your supermarkets, wherever you spot it at, please make sure you get it, and let's support black female businesses. Yay!